our world. So since the beginning of the recorded history, mathematics has been part of the human search for understanding. That's why if you have already watched the video, it has been stated always there that mathematics is everywhere, even in the environment, even in your own houses, in technologies, in buildings, anywhere, no? So mathematics could be found anywhere because it has been uh, it plays no an important role, a significant role, even during ancient history. Okay, so mathematical discoveries have been at the forefront of every civilized society and in use in even the most primitive of cultures. Okay, so what is mathematics therefore? Now, on some learning mathematics, kinsa man dahil siya o unsa man siya. So mathematics is not only a subject no, or a course that you have to take up for you to graduate. It is not only a requirement in your curriculum or in your prospectus or in your degree program for you to graduate or for you to finish your course or degree, but it has a lot of importance and significance and even uses no sa primitive, sa ancient, and even sa atong modern world karon. Okay? So, some say, or some says that it is the study of numbers and arithmetic operations. Okay, so for elementary, for kindergarten, for primary students, primary pupils, they are they are taught no by their teachers on how to count numbers. Okay, so they were taught on how to represent numbers. Okay, so in ana no so ingon ang uban no, some says that it is the study of numbers and arithmetic operations. Some say it is a tool or collection of skills that helps us answer the question how many or how much. So how many of you are students under N104? How many of you are students under N345? How much is the cost of your mobile phone? How much is the fare from BSC to Baybay? So it is mathematics is also no been applied in answering no, in answering to the question how many and how much. Okay, probably in terms of money. Okay, others say that it is a science of logical reasoning, drawing conclusions from assumed premises or strategic reasoning. So that's why mathematics is not also no for the basic counting for what they call this one, a representation of numbers or symbols, counting of money. It is also being used no in drawing conclusion and logical reasoning. Okay, this one. So therefore, mathematics is being applied not only in your degree program or in other fields, in other allied fields, but it has also importance or an application no, in the real life, most especially in decision making. If you are fond of solving problems, no, solving mathematical problems, your critical thinking will improve and it will help you to solve also some real life situations in your mga situations no where in na experience in karon. Okay, so because it will improve your critical thinking, hence it will also improve your decision making skills. Okay, so mao na siya nga gamit siya. Okay, gamit siya nga if you are going to study mathematics, it can also help you know improve your critical thinking skills. Okay, and it is very useful no in decision making. Okay, so ang uban pod no ingon sila nga mathematics is defined as a formal system of thought for recognizing, classifying, and exploding patterns. No? So that's why mathematics is also a study of patterns, not only counting numbers. It's also considered as an art, having an aesthetic and creative side. That's why um, applicable po di siya sa mga artworks, no? So makita gyapon ninyo ato sa video presentation that gamit gyapon siya in art, in sports, in the construction of building, transportation, communication, health, and so on, no? It has a lot of uses actually, no? So mao ni siya ang kani siya makita na to, no, makita na to nga sa ato screen. This is the summary, right? This is the summary of the representation, no, the representation of unsa ang asa, no, ug unsa og asa magamit nato si mathematics. So mathematics can be used in art, okay? So magamit nato sa art, okay? Magamit, it is also a science. Okay? Magamit nato siya, for example, in the formulation of another discovery, technologies, right? In research, okay? It is also a study of patterns. So makita nato sa ato mga sanina, no, sa ato mga clothings, in buildings, no, makita tayong mga patterns, na mga tiles nato and everything. It is also a language, no, mathematics is also a separate language, no, compared to your separate, not your English language. Ano naman, because mathematics has its own language using the different symbols that we have. Okay, let's say for example, kani siya nga symbol. Ito na siya. So this is used in ratio and proportion. Diba? Kanang colon. This colon might be different meaning, no? Might has a different meaning in English language, but in mathematics, it has also another meaning. So for example, this one, okay, this is division, okay? So, nasa yung mga different languages nga pwede na ito magamit using the different symbols. Mathematics is also logical, no? A system of logical processes because it is at ako pag yung ganiha, is used in the drawing of conclusions, no? Logical processes. And lastly, a study of abstraction. So, tagaan kag mga problems or situations, mathematical problems, from abstract, then you have to solve that by using formulas and derive some formulas. Okay? So, this is the summary, no, of the uses and applications of mathematics. All right? So perhaps it is impossible to give a good definition of mathematics in sentence or two, because your definition of mathematics will depend on how you use it. Use it in business, medicine, technology, education, agriculture, communication, transportation, and whatsoever. Your definition might be different to other definition of mathematics. Okay, because it could depend, no, on how you use it. No? However, all could possibly agree that mathematics in the modern world is a huge body of knowledge and a very diverse area of study. But pasabot ana, mathematics is not only applicable to one field, one area, but it is also used in other fields. Ako pag i-mention ganiha, halos tanan. It's not all, but almost. Okay? So yun. So that's why it's very important to us to bisag at least, no, the basic concept of mathematics, bisag dili ta mga moabot sa mga calculus, mga differential calculus, differential equations, integral calculus, combinatorics, topology, plane and solid geometry, spherical trigonometry, modern geometry, whatsoever. So para mga higher mathematics, no, area of mathematics, it is not necessarily that you have to go there because it is not probably no, dili siya kaayo related na or dili na kaayo siya gamit sa inyong field, sa inyong degree program. But most importantly, the very basic, no, the very basic mathematics, at least you have learned, you have learned, you have gained already the basic information, the basic concepts of mathematics, and at the same time appreciate its importance. Because from there, if you are able to appreciate its importance, the idea, no, the idea of having a difficulty in mathematics would probably be lessened, no. Mao man gud na nakabasa ko sa inyong mga kasagaran comment that you hated most of you, no, most of you hated the subject mathematics even since elementary, high school, senior high school, and even right now, no. Ang uban po siguro wala kayo nag-listen sa mathematics, but probably more than 70% or 60% of the population of the students, no, hated the subject mathematics. But for as long as you know the basic concept, you know the basic concept, which is the appreciation, a simple appreciation of its use, of its usefulness, no, in society, then from there, no, if you are just able to appreciate its importance to the society, then it will give you an interest, no? It will give you an interest to really study. Bisan pag nagkalisod na ka, nagtamang na ka, importante nga, ma-appreciate lang nimo siya nga you are not only taking the subject for because it is required in your curriculum, diba? So, but no, instead you what they call this one? You think no, you think of the subject as an opportunity to learn something. It's not only you take the subject because it is required. Is it should be enrolled, but you should think that this would be your opportunity to learn perhaps and to appreciate its importance and significance to your life, to the society, and even to the development, to the progress that we are aiming for, right? So yun, muna ko yung ganiha that mathematics now right now in our world, in the modern era, in the 21st century, is a huge body of knowledge. Sa una, no, kung sa ancient times, sa primitive time, ang ila paghuna-huna sa mathematics is ang ila paghuna-huna sa mathematics is only counting, no, representation, wala pa sila yung numbers na symbol nga 1 or 2 or 3, wala pa ning mga symbol. Okay? Ang ila gigamit, they uses stones, sticks, sa kung sa mga representations. Okay? So mao pa lang ila gigamit sa una. No? Pero karon, because of our modernization, daghana mo lang ang mathematics has become no a huge body of knowledge and a very diverse area of study. So, tungod sa iya ka-diverse, it has been applied to many fields. Ako pag i-mention ganyan, communication, technology, transportation, medicine, and the likes. Right? So whatever your view of math is, there is no denying that mathematics expresses itself everywhere, in almost every facet of life, in nature all around us, and in the technologies in our hands. So mathematics, therefore, is universal. And asa ka mulingi, it can be explained through mathematics. It can be represented and expressed through mathematics. Okay? So you don't have to be wary. You don't have to fear the subject. You don't have to worry about how you are going to overcome your fear because you can overcome that one as long as you take this opportunity, you open your mind to some possibilities that even amidst no difficulty, you can actually learn from it as long as you have interest and you are able to develop in yourself the value of appreciation, the value of appreciating the subject. Bisan sa iya pinaka-basic. Okay? And actually, this is our main focus thus for mathematics in the modern world. Mathematics in the modern world, or Math 11N, is quite different to other mathematics that you have encountered since your high school years or senior high school years. Your algebra, trigonometry, general mathematics, statistics and probability. For STEM, they have basic calculus and pre-calculus. Now, mathematics in the modern world is quite different to these subjects because this course that we have to take this semester is not only giving you the basic concepts, but most importantly, give you the idea and give you the tools or the opportunities for you to be able to appreciate also its existence. Mathematics is not only there to help us in counting, it's not only there to help us to graduate sa ato degree program, but it is there as part of our lives already. Okay? So, mo na dapat ang inyong unahon niya. This course is not only a requirement no, for my degree program, but most importantly, I will take this opportunity to learn, ponder, explore, discover, okay, and appreciate no, its importance and usefulness no, sa ako kaugalingon, sa ako family, sa society, sa community, and to the whole world, in fact. Okay? So, first, mathematics and counting. So, that's why you have 1, 2, diba? In your elementary years, you have been taught on how to count using your fingers. Okay? So, mathematics has been around us since the beginning of time. And it never began with counting. So, man ang pinaka-basic pa ang counting. Nag-start sa una, again ako gingon, wala pa rin mga symbol niya. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Wala pa rin 1, 2. Okay? Ano siya nga symbol. Okay, mga siya, di mo tuwat mga ako. Anyway, so yun, counting, nag-start siya sa counting. Okay? And then, evolve siya. Then, nahimo na po siya mathematics na nag-study sa mathematics in terms of patterns. So, naatay number patterns, napot yung mga geometrical patterns or mga figure patterns. Okay, so number patterns like this. So kani makita din niyo dayon sa mga IQ test, sa mga scholarship exam, okay? So kani kasagaran magamit no, magamit or makita ninyo application. Okay? Because patterns is also part of mathematics. Kanang inyo gisuot karon if you are kanang wearing something there, makita niyo sa mga sinya diha kanang mga butik, mga colors sa inyong mga sanina, mga tela, those are actually patterns. No? Makita na to diyan patterns sa mga sa palibot, sa stones, sa dahon, sa flowers, and so on. Okay? So, asa makita na to ang patterns. Okay? So why study patterns? Studying pattern is an opportunity to observe, hypothesize, experiment, discover, and create. So makita, di ba nato, makita for example sa flower, sa sunflower. Sa layo, di mo makita kaayo ang beauty sa sunflower, pero kung mo siya tutukan, makaingon ka nga, no, ingali kanindot ang sunflower, kaya kung mo siya tutukan pag maayo, naa siya pattern nga makita nato nga. Ang iya petals sa iya mga flowers niya, naa siya pattern, naa siya counting. Tapos sa center ana is ang iya mga dahon ang iya mga dahon rather, ang iya mga seeds, no? So naka-spiral na siya kung ato na siya tan-awon pag maayo. No, makita na to later on. Okay? And then we have also logical patterns. Kapag yung ganiha, magamit kaayo and makita ni kasagaran sa mga scholarship exam, IQ test, and so on. Okay? And ako pag-ingon sa first na ko yung ganiha, this will improve your critical thinking. Na magunahan naman kung saan ang sulod. No? Saan ang sulod ng figure ani. Okay? Geometric patterns. So, ang gigamit, ang geometric patterns is the one usually used in mga tela na to. No? Kanang ato mga gisuot, mga design, mga wallpapers, right? Mga cortina. Okay? So, we can find a lot of geometric patterns. No? That's why as part of your task or assessment later on, you are required to take a photo no in your own house or sa inyong environment. Asa mo makikita ang mga patterns? Makita niyo ang pattern sa salina, makita ang pattern sa tiles, makita ang pattern sa wall, sa wallpaper, bisag asa, no? So, makita ninyo. So, later on, makahibaw ko kung unsa mga patterns nga pwede rin makita sa atong palibot. Right? Geometric patterns like this, no? Kung imo na siya tutukan, nindot siya, no? Kung sa layo din siya imong tan-aw, wala mo na forma siya og butterfly, no? Na-forma siya butterfly, na-forma og kanang murag swan, di ba? So, pero kung imo tutukan, these are actually numbers nga gibaliktad lang. So this one is a number 1, yung gibaliktad, gi-mirror. This one is 2. Okay? This one is 2, nga gi-mirror lang siya. Okay? This one is 3. Okay? So unsa ka ang sunod nga patterns? Of course, 4. Okay? Tapos ato balihon niya rin. Sa may bali, anak ba? Ay, sorry. Basta mauto siya. Basta 4 ang sunod. Okay? So yun. Alright, so there. So number 4. And then, we have also word patterns. Okay? So we have also word patterns here. Ay, musulod. Oh, wala. Sandali na. Okay, so word patterns like in mga problem solving, no, makita na to diha. Okay? And then, again, so we have mathematics as counting, di ba? Then we have also patterns, geometric patterns, number patterns. Okay? Then like this, the number patterns. Then, yun, mathematics in nature. In flowers, in animals, okay? In buildings, no? And then, we have also what we term as the golden ratio. Okay, so these are examples of golden ratio. The leaves, okay, can you see here, the tree, okay, in the flowers, so sunflowers for example, and even sa pag-compute sa ato beauty. No, kato ako ipakita ganiya si Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie is a perfect example for kung ato basihan ang definition sa golden ratio, she has attained the perfect golden ratio of what we term as beautiful face. So, makita na to sa pag-compute, no, kung layo na ta kaayo sa mainang tangang gwapa, layo ra man dai ko sa gwapa di ay layo ra ko sa gwapo, no. So later on ma-compute na ninyo unsa ka symmetric no ang inyong face. Ma-compute na ninyo later on using the golden ratio nga rule. Okay? So shall kung ma-achieve niyo ang almost or if ever ma-achieve niyo ang golden ratio, then you possess the real beauty. Oo, mo pa ilagay sa trees, sa leaves, sa flowers, sa branches, okay, sa glacier, okay, sa nature, di ba? So, ano makaingon ta? Yung pa nila nga, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, thou said. Yes, it's true. Pero in mathematics, there is an absolute way on how you are going to measure beauty. And you are going to use the rule of golden ratio. Okay? So, mathematics in nature, rainbows, river, shadows, fireworks, and so on. Okay? So, mao ni siya giun sa pagkuha ang golden ratio by Fibonacci. Okay? So, marita dito sa golden ratio. Okay? So, ito na siya laktawan. Sorry for that. Here is the golden ratio. So, kung makuha ka rin ninyo ang computation no, using the golden ratio rule, if ever makuha rin mo sa ingani ka almost, no, if exact, no, if not exact, at least almost, kani siya nga value. Okay? So, then, you possess the term golden ratio. Okay? So, buto-sabot ana, pwede na ka matawag nga you possess the beauty inside and out. So, ato na computon later on, no, ang inyo, ang inyo kaugalingon, no, later on. Okay? So, a short history of mathematics. So, nag-start siya sa Egypt, tapos sa Greece, even nag-start pa sa Babylonia, no? Pati lang yung mga countries before pa rin siya niabot sa Egypt and Greece. So, in Egypt, it has been mostly applied in the very famous and popular, the Great Pyramid of Egypt. Okay? And then, we have the Parthenon in Athens, and in buildings, and even now, no? Sa mga buildings, gigamit ni siya, no? Ang golden ratio. Okay? And then, Colosseum in Rome, no? So, in architecture, in construction, gigamit yapon ni siya ang golden ratio. Sa clock, okay? Sa snails, no? Ang spiral. Okay? Then the canon, and then Da Vinci, mga paintings, no? Even the universe. Okay? The Milky Way. Nag-follow na siya golden ratio. Okay? In nature, the spirals and the petals, no? Sa pineapple, petals of flowers, nag-follow na siya o golden ratio. In science, no? Kaning ato mga chromosomes, nag-follow gihapon na siya o golden ratio, di ba? Hindi nga naka-perfect, no, ang golden ratio. Okay, in architecture and also in fashion. Okay, so science, okay, and so on. So, mga nagigamit, makikita mo kung na mga surgical, makita mo nga na mga drawing sa ilang mga nang, linya-linyahan na siya. No? Makita ninyo katong, nakita mo sa vlog katong sa K, kanang rated K, katong nag-under surgical si Sander Ford, nilagyan siya mga linya-linya, di ba? Ipakita ang linya-linya. Kaya gi-measure to siya sa kadakon dapat mulapad para makuha nila, if not perfect, no, at least dool sa golden ratio. Di ba? Tanawa God, before and after, di ba? Mas niyarang-arang iya face karon. Okay? So, in ana, no, ilagay compute using the golden ratio. And in arts, okay? Then, in painting, okay, arts, in business and engineering, no, kana siya. Nagto siguro mo ang pag-create sa logo sa Apple is jima-jima lang na siya, ilagay mo nagibasihan o golden ratio. Okay? Kanang ato mga model sa ato mga sa computer, sa laptop, sa tablet, sa cellphone, so gigamitan niya pa ng golden ratio. Right? So that's why part of your activity, you have to look for examples on how these patterns or golden ratio has been applied in the environment or in our society. So, yon sa inyo kuan sa inyo ano, in your learning task, you can find there this one, no? You can use index card or bond paper or anything, no? Basta kay masuwatan ninyo. Then you attach here sa topmost sa inyo paper, you attach here your photo, and then you measure using a tape measure or ruler. Mas maayos yung tape measure para ma-bend-bend. No? So from top of head to chin. So this one, top sa head to chin. So 1 to 2. So inyo na i-measure diha. Okay? Kana. So inyo ibutang ngari in centimeters ha. Okay? Then top of head to pupil. So from 1 to 3. Asa man ang 3? Diara ang 3. So from here, so imo na i-measure diha to pupil. So pila man na, so mo na ibutang diha. And so on and so forth. Okay, so imo na i-supply, no? Imo lang i-follow diha ang mga numbering. Then now find the ratios. So 1.62. So A over G. So A over G. So kani daw ang answer ni A, i-divide mo sa answer ni G. Okay? Mo na imo ibutang diha. Tapos B over D. B over D. Kana. Mo na po na imo ibutang diha.
Ha?
Yes? Alright. So yun. Then I over J. So I, kani siya, over J. Okay? So imo na po ibutang diha and so on. Now, if ever makakuha kag 1.62 or almost 1.62, then you followed the rule of the golden ratio. Meaning, you can see beauty in it. Okay? So you can see beauty in it kung makuha ka golden ratio. So, usa ka sa mga tao na matawag na perfect. Oo, why sami, pulido. Oo. So, mao na siya. And then, in sports, gamit niya po in sports, no? Okay, so mathematics in every people's daily task or activity. So gamit na to siya sa nigbangon nimo, nigbaktas nimo, nigligo nimo, nigkaon nimo, so there's always math in there. Okay. So such activities we have done already watching the video. All right. So instead of making a 200 to 300 words essay, you just have to reflect. You have just to comment your reflection and reaction paper on the video given to you. If dili ka gusto pod mo to sa video, then you can still submit your output through an essay. Pero kung humana ka naka-comment nito sa video, then there's no need for you to make an essay. Okay? Because I have already checked your output there to sa video. Then you can have also photos as part of your task. Okay? So question so far, so tan-aw niya ri ang